And now, it's time for
What happened?
What happened?
What happened?
What happened?
What happened, Simoni?
What Happened with Simoni Lawrence.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening, Simoni? Well, besides the fact that the Hamilton Ticats are on a 6-game winning streak, what's happening, Simoni? Besides the fact that the Hamilton Ticats went into Edmonton and got it out of the mud, what's happening, Simoni? Besides the fact that Bo Levi looked like Michael Vick, Lamar Jackson, Eli Manning in the Super Bowl, what happened, Simoni? Edmonton spent all this money on their defensive line, and they got blocked to sleep by our offensive line. What happened, Simoni? Jamal Peters was playing like a madman and smacking everything moving. What happened, Simoni? Goose was reading Cody Fajardo eyes and got the interception. What happened, Simoni? We have to get to the fact that Kiondre had back-to-back 100-yard games and some touchdowns. What happened, Simoni? A lot happened, y'all, and I'm about to tell y'all what happened. All my loyal listeners, what's up, baby? I know a lot of people was hitting me up. One of my loyal listeners and watchers was like, "Hey, Simoni, who's getting defensive player of the game? I need to know who the 21 stepper is." And then I was like, bro, you got to wait till the show, and we going to get there. What's up, y'all? Simoni Lawrence, and this is What's Happening, and I'm about to tell y'all exactly what happened between the Hamilton Ticats and the Edmonton Elks. Canada's favorite team came to Edmonton, and it was known that since Canada's favorite team, the Hamilton Ticats, came to Edmonton, Edmonton had their most amount of fans at the game. Let's clap it up for Hamilton. Good job, guys. We out here feeding everybody, baby. But this game started off like, whoa, they kicked the ball to Wooden, and Isaiah Wooden was like, hey, it's going to be one of those games. Because anytime two really good returners are going against each other, I'm talking about Isaiah Wooden and Leak from Edmonton, they're going to have their own little competition to show who's better. And man, it was a good one. Wooden, he got that return, pushed it upfield, bounced out to the left, and he just took off 75 yards all the way down to the field. And then Bo Levi comes up on the field. Hey, it was one of those games where Bo was like, listen, guys, we're going to just do what we do. We're going to attack who we want to attack. We're going to do what we want to do. Edmonton Elks, they were sending 6. So that means they had +1, and we even free released the back. So that means normally you have 5 offensive linemen in the block for the quarterback and then the back to help out on any +1s. We free released the black. So now the offensive line was like, hey, we're just going to give our veteran quarterback that's so good, we're going to let him see who the free guy is. So they slammed down on everybody. So the free guy was right in front of Bo's face. So he was able to see exactly where he was coming from and understood when he needed to get the ball off. And he delivered a dot to Kiondre Smith for the Hamilton Ticats' first touchdown. It was a beautiful play, beautiful execution. And Kiondre picks up right where he left off in BC. That's crazy. He had the last game touchdown in BC and the first game touchdown. That's what you call picking up where you left off. You feel me? Shout out to the young kid, Kiondre. He's been balling. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, but it wasn't going to be one of them ones, because if you know the history, Edmonton's whole staff, this is the team that they wanted to beat and start their streak on. And they came out swinging too. Like they had Rankin. Rankin was hot as fish grease. That boy, he was a grown man all game. He was giving me Marshawn Lynch type of vibes. And he came out, he was on fire. He got into the end zone early, knocking it up at 7-7. And I was like, oh my, they kicked the ball back to us. We are controlling the line of scrimmage. It was the 2nd and 4 play when we handed the ball off to Greg Bell, and he got the first down. I was like, oh, we're just tougher than these defensive linemen. I watched Bordner block out Rob Smith, and he couldn't get off any blocks if his whole team was helping him. He couldn't do anything, and this offensive line was just pushing everybody around. And once we could control the line of scrimmage, I was like, okay, this is cool. I like that. And then y'all know I've been asking to put Isaiah Wooden on offense since 3 weeks ago, and we had Isaiah Wooden sighted We had Isaiah Wood excited. It was beautiful. They brought him in motion, gave him a quick little screen pass, and his teammates was excited for him to have the football too. Because you see Kenny, you see Greg Bell, you see Kiondre all blocking for Wooden to help him get this first down, and that was just beautiful. Just flat out beautiful. And then we call this the Bo Levi, the calm, cool, and collective. He's scrambling in the pocket. He feels somebody on him. He's like, get off of me. And not only does he get him off of, our big boy, Coulter Woodmansky, picks the guy up and slams him on the ground like, yo, why are you touching my quarterback? Gives Bo time to scramble out of the pocket and deliver a dot to Kiondre. A dot to Kiondre. Kiondre was cooking. I think it was 25 all day. He ain't stand a chance. And then Greg Bell gets the football and takes the Hamilton Tiger Cats up 14-7. Beautiful drive. After that drive, I looked over at Rick Zamper and I'm like, I don't think this Edmonton Elks team can stop our offense. Like, that was my initial. I was like, our offense is way better than them. Like, it didn't look like any way they could stop them. We were doing anything we wanted. It looked so good. And Coach Milanovic's play calling early was, wow, I loved it. It was good. They were going this way, that way, this way, that way, that way, you know? A lot of different ways. But then Dunbar used to be here, played football here. He used to play wide receiver, impact player, good player, and he was on fire. He was highly motivated, and he was able to catch a pass, break a tackle, get the team on their 2-yard line, and then they scored another touchdown, knotted it right back up to 14-14. I was like, oh wow. This Edmonton team looks totally different with Cody Fajardo playing too, because he was perfect. Like, I'm talking about, he was perfect until the rain delay dang there. So that was the crazy thing about us all. But then Leak gets it's quiet. It's at 14-14 for a while. Then Leak gets a return. I told you these returns were going to go back and forth. Leak and Wooden. Leak gets a return. He takes it 53 yards. And, man, he set them up for easy football because the way Rankin was playing, oh, my goodness. Rankin had a run. He got the ball, got busy, boom, boom. Versa got hurt tackling him. Rankin's a heavy boy. Every time he gets up, he starts smacking that leg, you know what I'm saying? That means, like, where I'm from, if somebody keeps smacking that leg, that's them putting your butt on their leg and giving you a spanking. That's that's what it is, you know what I mean? So we got to get some get back on that little matchup right there. And then he came back after the run and ran a wheel route and caught the touchdown. So he was heavy on that. He was one of the players that we needed to get control of. And then the thing is, when certain stars start showing off like Rankin, that's when you look around at your team and you're like, yo, where are our stars at? Who gonna step up? Post said, hold up. I'm the league MVP, y'all. Don't worry about this little kid doing all this and that. I'm the league MVP. I'm going to show y'all how to do this. So when it's 3rd and 8 and our long snappers out the game and we're down by 7 points, it's 3rd and 8 and we're on our 50, don't even trip. We're going to go for it. And not only are we going to go for it, you know that guy that they paid all that money to, Serezna, to go to Edmonton and say, hey, they got the best defense now. Don't worry. He's going to try to tackle me. I'm not even going to feel it. I'm going to say, get off me. Don't touch me. While I throw a deep bomb to Kiondre, who's been smoking 25 all game. That's what you call, don't worry about it, y'all. I got it. And the thing about it was, Bo wasn't done there. He said, hey, guys, don't worry about it. We got to get this touchdown. This is important to us, right? We just went for it on 3rd and 8. So I'm going to hold the ball. These guys can't stop me. And you know what? I'm going to stiff arm a 300-pound defensive lineman to the ground because I'm just stronger than you guys. I don't care I play quarterback. I'm just stronger than you guys. Sit down. Don't touch me. And then scramble out of the pocket and deliver a dot to my explosive dynamite receiver who every time I throw the ball to, it's 100% because Tim White went 7 of 7 for what? 78 yards and 2 touchdowns. And the pass that he caught here was a beautiful tiptoe pass. Oh, my. In the Canadian Football League, you only need 1 foot. But Tim White, he's a pro's pro. He going to show y'all he can do it on any side of the border. Doot, doot. Touchdown, Hamilton Tiger Cats. And This game was topped up at 21-21. 21-21. What the heck? 21-21. A whole long time, baby. And this game was one of those games where it was like back and forth, bow, bow. And then Jamal Peters. Oh, my. Hey, Jamal. What's up, Jamal, bro? I'm Swim. Hey, bro, you was giving me energy while you was playing football, bro. That's the kind of energy that I can respect and love from football players. You was playing like a madman possessed. Even on that Amos turnover, when Amos got that real good turnover right on the goal line, and you came and slammed him on the ground on that play, I was like, okay, he turned up. And then when they sent that, y'all said that boundary blitz. Oh my gosh. Let me tell y'all what the boundary blitz is. This is where they said the boundary half and the boundary corner, right? And then they slant to protect the defensive end into the B gap. So they both coming off the edge. Dunbar tries to block Jamal Peters. But I told you Jamal was playing with a different type of, you know what I mean? He was playing with a different type of energy, you know what I'm saying? So Dunbar tried to block him. He told Dunbar, don't touch me before I really do something to you. Threw Dunbar out the way. And then, he hit this receiver, boy. This receiver still don't know where he at. Oh, my gosh. When he hit this receiver was like, oh, my gosh, I don't want to play football no more. Take me out of the game. I think he dropped the pass later on in the game. He got popped, boy. That boy was seeing stars. He got welcomed to the stars by a star. Nah, it was amazing. Beautiful hit by the Jamal Peters. And then, that boy Uno came through again, too. I'm talking about he forced the team to punt the football after shooting the gap on a beautiful play. What I liked about it so much is what Edmonton kept doing was bringing people around the box. And, you only going to get me one time. Okay, you bringing people around the box to run, and then you might try to outflank me. But as soon as I see somebody blocked down and I know I got to meet you at the gap, I'm going to beat you to the point. So I feel what you did. I feel you. So you sat there, waited, and then shot that gap for a TFL. And he was playing behind the line of scrimmage all game. I talk about it later. You feel what I'm saying? Great job. They punted the ball. Oh, my goodness. I thought it was catastrophic failure that was about to happen. I was like, no, pick the football up. Edmonton punts the football. It's a short kick, and the ball's bouncing on the ground. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. I'm like, get the ball. Because in the CFL, the punter can recover the ball because anybody behind the ball can recover the ball on a punt. They're called eligible players. So the punter is an eligible player. So when he's running down there to get the ball and he gets that football, oh my, I was like, wow, that one hurt bad. But they was like, don't sweat. This is when the defense came on and said, you know what? Edmonton making plays on us, but we going to make these plays when they matter. And I said Jamal Peters was playing like a madman. I'm not lying because he made sure that they only got 3 points out of this. He came into the backfield again, grabbed the running back around the shoulders and said, listen, little boy, I really do this, and just threw him on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Grown man strength, 6'2", corner, 220. You know what I'm saying? He was handling business like a madman. I was like, oh my, like, the way Jamal was playing, bro, I was like, man, that's my defensive player of the game. Like, he was really, like, the energy was permeating through everybody, and I felt that, you feel me? Great job, Jamal Peters, forcing them to kick that 3 points. Shout out to this whole defense. I love the way this defensive line is even just playing together as a team, rushing the passer on equal levels and causing havoc. And every time they bring Reggie in, he's making plays as well, too. And then it's 24-21. Edmonton has the football. They're pushing the ball to score again in the fourth quarter. They look like they're moving the ball, trying to score. Rankin, he looks like Marshawn Lynch. Everybody's having a hard time stopping him. And then the difference, I call this is we know the difference. On this play, Goose. Cody Fajardo gave Goose one of them easy ones. Cody Fajardo, he looked at the receiver the whole time and then just launched up an air ball like Goose that flies over the Himalayas. Did not see it. And he came and intercepted the pass. And then he even got a little bit of yak after it. And that was the turning point of the game on that interception. That was such a big play. The Edmonton Elks were already up 24-21. And then after Goose got this interception, now now you giving the ball back to Bo Levi. And look, it was over after that. This is so beautiful because on Goose's interception, Cody Fajardo looked down his receiver the whole time, making it such an easy read for Goose being the high player. And then literally the exact way that we win the game on our touchdown was Bo Levi to Tim White. And now this is when I'm like, oh, Bo just playing around with these kids, you know? Like, Bo's way better than all these guys playing football because what he's doing now is he's looking people off. And this is how Cody Fajardo should have did it. So, Cody, go watch some Bo Levi tape, and he'll show you how to move these guys around with your eyes and your shoulders. So, like, a lot of players, right, the quarterbacks, most quarterbacks, like, right, what they do is they come to the line of scrimmage and they play with you, right? Some guys are last looks. So, some guys look this way knowing that they might be a last look guy, and then they act like that's the way they're gonna go. And then Bo, what he did, he came to the line of scrimmage, he gave him the last look that way. So he was egging it on the whole time, gave him the last look that way when he got to the line of scrimmage. And then he starts front side, and then last second he jerks his shoulder and his helmet. Good quarterbacks move their helmet. But, you know, great defensive players, we know we're not moving until we see them shoulders because you can't throw the ball without them shoulders, you know. He gave him the shoulders and the helmet and then came right back and hit Tim White for the touchdown. I was like, oh! I was like, wow, I'm highly impressed, bro. That was nasty. I like what you did there, sir. Helping the Hamilton Ticats go on this 6-game winning streak. They look unstoppable right now. 28-24, the Hamilton Ticats win this game. It was one of those games where Bo Levi carried the ship. He went 30 of 42, 3 touchdowns, and he was just, oh my. The amount of defensive linemen he stiff-armed to the ground, like, oh man, and we gotta go to the unsung. After Bo Levi had a great game, in my opinion, it's not even close. He's the MVP of the league. Like, he's got tremendously better, and he was already a great quarterback, and he got tremendously better from that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows what I'm saying. And the crazy thing about this is we got to go to unsung heroes of the game after that, because we got to talk about this offensive line. During this offseason, Edmonton was always in the newspaper about, oh, they made this splash, they made this splash. But, you know, the real football heads, we looking like those guys don't even go together. You can't put, it's like certain stuff don't go together. You know what I mean? Like, you can't put mayonnaise on a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You know what I mean? And that's what the Edmonton Elks got going on over there. And we took advantage of that because that defensive line, they were non-existing. I'm talking about our offensive line was giving Bo. There was times I counted Bo having 8 Mississippis in the pocket. And then they were trying to rush 4. They could not get any pressure. And when you can't get any pressure, the play's going to break down. And that's when Kiondre was able to get over the top a lot. And that's a big credit to our offensive line because the way they played, woo! Big boys on the block. Hey, Uno gets another one. 6 tackles, a sack, and he was playing behind the line of scrimmage all game. That's my defensive stepper of the game. Oh, special teams. I can't give it to anybody. We got to check in next week. With special teams. This was one of those games where we held in there like an old setter. You know what I mean? I told myself I was going to stop saying, you know what I mean, but I have to because the things that come to my head, I can't really say it. But this was one of them games where the Hamilton Ticats came out here and they proved that they can go on the road and it really doesn't matter what's going on. It doesn't matter it's a short week. It doesn't matter that we're going to play 3 games in 12 days. It doesn't matter because what matters is, are we getting the job done? And the answer is yes. We're getting the job done, and that's what happened in the Hamilton Ticats. Canada's favorite football team are on a 6-game winning streak, and we're coming to play some ball on Thursday, and we're having Shade Day. Y'all come check it out. I'm going to be there hosting with Kate Burness. Shay going to be in the building, the best basketball player in the whole entire world. He got MVP of the league, MVP, won the championship. The boy's really nice. He give me them Kobe feel, you know what I'm saying? You know how Kobe was all smooth, but he was like a silent killer. killer. Like, Kobe, look at you and like, it's that time. And that's how Shea is. So big shout out to Shea. We appreciate him coming and share his greatness and his light with us, on Thursday, August 7th. I'm excited to be a part of that. And, the Hamilton Ticats taking on BC. Hey, and that's what's happening, baby. Let's go.
And now you know
What happened?
with Simoni Lawrence.